Hello guys, and welcome back to another Order Minecraft video. This is episode 2 of Lakedale on City Skylines. And since episode 2, we are carrying on with our city that we are making. And I decided to expand more onto here since we had some demand with the commercial and residential zoning. I wanted to expand around this mountain and not go like on top of it with like the terrain going like super crazy. But this little spot over here kind of turned out really crazy, regardless if I tried to or not. It didn't really work that well, but at least I was able to get some extra zoning in with commercial since it was so high, the demand was so high, and I didn't want to mess with that. My goal so far is to try to expand this in the industrial zone over to the west of what I have right now. There was a lot of unneeded electrical wires over here that didn't need to be inside the city because it just didn't need a lot of space, and I added more space here for residential industrials. There was fires over there that was taken care of. I do need to work on the services of the city before I do anything else. But right now I'm working on the garbage situation, which is starting to become a big problem. I think I figured out now how I can fix that. Just have a own little section of garbage so it can reach everywhere it wants to. I need to expand more because the residential zoning demand right now is super high. I'm really happy with how the water systems have been going. It's been becoming really clean and not super messy like lots of cities I've done before have. I needed more schools around this area because I haven't gotten a lot of education, so I decided to add some schools and a public library over here next to Main Street. And I added a few policies into it. There's not enough workers on the buildings, which is why that's abandoned. I need to figure out to get more residential. That's why the residential stuff is so high. Public transport so far hasn't been the best. I need to fix that, but I'll fix that later. As I've been doing in this starter part of the city, I just started expanding more onto this little area, which is probably like the most point of the game, just trying to grow out your city to be the best city that you can have, upgrade your city, and I'm super excited to get those high density zonings that we need for the city. It is now time to expand more around this mountain because there is a lot of space over here that I can use to my advantage with these roads and residential zones and commercial zones. The elevation here is pretty like sketchy. I don't know if a lot of people would love to live over this area because it's not that good of an area to live in, but whether like it or not, it's a AI that are going into the houses, so does it look like I care? No. But I put a lot of residential areas over here and commercial areas so I can get the most possible areas for my demand that I need. And I have reached my next milestone, a big town, which allows me to get the tax and the high density zoning, which is going to be an awesome addition to our area. I decided to buy this plot of land, my first plot of land that I buy, and I'm going to get this intersection into here, which I struggle, but I'm going to get this intersection here to upgrade to my high density area of my city. I usually go with this big road with trees as the start of my high density areas, and I put high density commercial on it. The thing with these is that high density commercial zoning actually creates noise, and the high density residential will complain about that. So I need to put offices in between, and then put because offices are basically sound barriers for you, and it helps with the industrial demand. You see right there, that was a mistake that I made right there, but I will fix it later because you cannot ever put residential high density residential near high density commercial. Moving back to my low density residential, I really want to buy a university for the education of my citizens, and I want to build this big road that'll connect my low density to high density. And I struggle to get enough money for this bridge over the river, which I knew was going to be a big struggle. And I just decided to wait until I had enough money, and after messing around with a few things, I built my bridge, and it connected. A lot of cars were already starting to go over there, and I was super excited that I was able to connect the two, and I'm excited to see the future on what this city is going to be with the new zoning. That's about it for my episode today. I'm gonna have to see you guys next time. Goodbye.